Experience Life Now with Prince. It's a brand new month, and I want to say happy new month to you. Now, this is that month of the year that for whatever reason is globally recognized as the month of love. I mean, it's that month that, love is always thick in the air. I mean, love in quotes, really. And somehow I'm tempted, really tempted to, maybe digress and start talking about love. But somehow I'm not going to do that because I want to resist that temptation because I want us to make this journey in a progressive manner, okay, and in a way that is going to benefit us uniquely. So I'm going to resist the temptation to talk about love and continue the discussion that we are on already, okay. We have been talking about the three mirrors that create the false you, and remember, this is the foundation of spirituality. Once you get this straight, and once you are able to establish this and remove all the forces that are trying to conflict with your true identity, then you begin to experience life. So let's talk about the second mirror. Already I've talked about the first mirror, and in case you've not seen the first mirror, the material mirror, which is in 3 parts, you need to go to the description page and find the links. There are links to part 1, part 2, and part 3. Today, let me introduce the second mirror, which I call the social mirror. The social mirror, okay? This is the mirror of social conditions and conditioning. This is that mirror that attempts to define you based on what the society or the world out there says, or what the world thinks about you. Okay, and if you've noticed, you will see that a whole lot of people today define themselves based on what the world out there says, what people will think, what people will say, or what is the opinion of people. Okay, our world is a world of complex social systems. Okay, and this every now and then there is this pressure to fit into whatever system that the society has created. Okay, and the society is always trying to squeeze us into that mode, okay, to make sure that we fit into one or two modes that is already existing in the world. And once you don't fit into these modes, okay, you become a social misfit. Okay, you no longer belong, or you don't belong. I mean, a guy arrived in the scene that they called John the Baptist, and this guy did not look like anything that was existing in the world out there. I mean, he stayed in the desert, in the wilderness, in the caves. He ate wild locusts and honey. Okay, nothing that everyone else could eat. Nowhere that anybody could stay. That was where he stayed. And so they were confused. They didn't understand this guy, and they came to him and said, "Who are you? Who are you? Because you don't look like anything that the society has recognized." Okay, they began to ask him, "Are you Elijah? Are you this? Are you that?" Because the world is always attempting to define us, to label us, to group us, to categorize us as rich, poor, average, middle class, tall, dark, black, white, and all of these ideas, they form the basis for the social mirror. And there is always that pressure to fit in, to belong. But remember, the Bible said something, that you should not be conformed. You should not be conformed. But the society is always trying to get us to that level where we will always conform. Where we always conform to the social mirror. Now, there are really 2 things about the social mirror that I want to talk about. The contents and the structure. The content and structure of the social mirror. But I'm going to start by talking about the contents, okay? The content of the social mirror are things like name, title, opposition, social status, marital status, a family background, educational background, gender, race or nationality, religion, and what have you. There are so many of them, but let's just get these ones for now. And I'm going to take time and talk about them one after the other. Today, I'm going to talk about name. Now, the truth is this: you are not your name. Now, I know that is going to sound so, but you are not your name. Your name is too small to define you. Now, names are wonderful, names are powerful, and you should make sure you have a good name, okay? A good name is actually wonderful. But the thing is this: your name is only an attempt at describing a mystery that you are. A name does not reflect the totality of your identity. So if you just define yourself based on your name, you are going to limit yourself, because you are beyond your name. That is, if you have a good name. You should be careful to make sure you have a good name, because names represent a dimension in the realm of the spirit that has something to do with destiny. But let's not go in that direction right now. What I want you to establish is that you are not your name. No matter how wonderful, no matter how powerful your name is, make sure you have a wonderful name and a powerful name, but do not limit your identity to your name. A guy was called Jabez. Yes, his name was not a good name, but this guy woke up one morning and said, no, my name cannot limit me. My name does not represent the totality of who I am. And he changed that particular narrative, because he refused to see himself through the eye of the social mirror, through the eye of society. And he said, this is not who I am. My name is not who I am. I can change that, because who I am is beyond anything that can be confined in name. What I've recognized is that, the society tries to label things, try to give names to things in order to conceal that particular thing that they don't understand. When you are a mystery, they will find a way to give you a name, label you, so that they will no longer have to think about you. They will no longer have to worry about you. But you are not going to allow this. In subsequent videos, I'm going to start talking about these things one after the other, and you see how they play out. And I would like you to subscribe to this channel so that you will get notifications once a new video arrives. Until I come your way again next time, I would like you to keep experiencing life now.